It's so good to be back here in South Carolina, at home of the Gamecocks.
The iron Keyshawn soars in from the weak side, however, and flushes that dunk.
There it is.
Driven hard. The Gamecocks will take the series against their rival.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. We are at Founders Park in the Moore Team Meeting Room, which also doubles as the home for all of Coach Mark Kingston's post-game press conferences. And in the background, if you hear the occasional ping, well, that's because the indoor cages are just on the other side of the wall to my right. And as always, they are busy with activity as Gamecock baseball gets ready for SEC play. We've got a lot of coverage of that Carolina baseball team coming up on the program. And in fact, as we get things started with our Prisma Health injury report, we've got baseball to tell you about there as well. There are 3 different Gamecock pitchers who are all at different stages of their recovery from arm injuries. We'll start with Julian Bosnick, who is, of course, a frontline starter. Looks like he may be back and available early in the month of April. At least that is the date that is targeted. Meanwhile, in the bullpen, both Brett Thomas and Eli Jones are approaching the go-ahead from the training staff, and hopefully they'll be back and available within the next week to 10 days. That's your injury report, brought to you by Prisma Health, the official team physicians of the Gamecocks. Well, as we said, we're starting and headlining with baseball because South Carolina had the #1 team in the nation here at Founders Park recently. And you know, there's a great traditional rivalry between South Carolina and Texas insofar as those 2 teams have met with the highest stakes on the line. 4 different occasions saw them meet up in Omaha during the College World Series. Unfortunately, South Carolina had never beaten the Longhorns. That all changed on Sunday. A doubleheader sweep of the #1 team in the nation. It was a ton of fun, and our cameras were there to capture all of the excitement.
Great day for us. Exactly what we needed. One of the best days for Gamecock baseball since I've been here in terms of beating the #1 team in the country twice in one day. Just almost impossible. So for our guys to do that in the manner we did it, I thought was very important.
Grounded back up the middle. Braylon Wimmer. My goodness. Called strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Matthew Becker.
Didn't expect 6 innings, 1 hit, and 11 strikeouts, but when you give guys opportunities, sometimes they really run with it. And he clearly did that today.
Obviously pretty nervous. #1 team in the country, first start. But as soon as I got up there, saw my teammates behind me, kind of just locked in and it all fell in place.
There's a shot up the middle, a base hit. Here comes Grant Belt. He is going to easily score.
Yeah, and just sticking to our approach. We're attacking fastballs and layoff pitches we can't handle and hit balls that we can hit very far.
There's a bouncer up the middle for a base hit. It's going to give him 2 runs.
Swing and a miss. Down go the Longhorns. You can put Spurs on this one. The Gamecocks win.
We're just here to play baseball and win games, and we did that today. So I'm sure not many of the prognosticators predicted that today, but we don't care.
Series win punctuated by the performances of a veteran and a rookie. Brant Belk, the old man, and the youngster being Matthew Becker. The hitter Belk named the co-SEC Player of the Week, while Becker on the mound earned the co-Pitcher of the Week here in the Southeastern Conference. Sunday was also a big day on the softball diamond. South Carolina hosting a highly ranked Georgia Bulldogs team looking to salvage a victory in the series and getting the job done. Let's look at the highlights.
She gets a hold of this one, out to deep left field. She does it for a second straight day. out toward deep left center field. She leaves the yard.
Lampe's flexing on him too.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
College can be tough. Student banking shouldn't be. With collegiate debit from Founders, adulting just got easier, and college just got funner.
That's not a word.
With Founders, banking online is fast and easy. Plus, you can get up to $175 in bonus cash when you enroll in collegiate debit. Yeah, that's a lot of tacos. Lost your debit card? Pick up a new card on the same day and grab cash at over 30,000 ATMs. So don't stress. Relax. You're with Founders.
And when the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy! James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah! Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2022 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Right now, lease a new 2022 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $259 a month for 36 months. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm your host, Derek Scott. Shane Beamer has had his guys busy since they returned to campus following their holiday break. The spring semester has been really exciting for this program. They've had some activities, of course, at the Long Family Football Facility, lots there, but also they've gone off campus to really change things up a little bit. Our cameras have been there every step of the way. It's the next chapter in the book that is being written by Shane Beamer.
How we doing? Good. Welcome back. Congrats again on the fantastic bowl win and what we accomplished in 2021. But like that last team meeting that we had during bowl practices, we talked about that was the last time that group would be in this room and it all together. And there's people in new chairs and new places. So it's a whole new year. So no matter what happened in 2021, that's behind us.
Right, I think it's all about culture. It's all about fit. The culture that he is building in South Carolina, I think Shane Beamer has to continue to get high praise.
This game is about relationships. He's got great relationships with players.
You know, Coach Beamer was a big indicator that South Carolina is doing something right.
Wow, they're way ahead of the schedule I had in mind, at least. And the mood around South Carolina football right now is strapped in. It's a good time to be a South Carolina Gamecock fan, is what I'm saying.
And Shane Beamer is winning day after day. Everything's going well for South Carolina. They just got to keep it going.
Because we made a lot of progress last year. Went from 2 wins to 7 wins, won a bowl game, could have won a couple more. There was a lot of work that went into that. And it's going to take even more work to go from 7 to the next level.
Above all else, love your brother. That's the maxim we decided to live in this program. It's the very best of me, serving the very best in you.
1, 2, 3.
We will train you in ways you have never trained. Expose you to challenges that will harden your bodies and sharpen your mind. Because we're connected through this shared struggle. We were talking about competitive capacity. How much energy can you have when you feel like you do right now? What is your capacity to keep competing?
First quarter, you got to start fast. Second quarter, it gets physical. Third quarter, you got to come out strong. Fourth quarter, you got to go long. And you are trained for all of it.
This is your new reference point of hard. You are familiar with the difficult in an unfamiliar place. Nothing that gets thrown your way in the year 2022 will compare.
A lot of energy expended, and a lot of guys, I'm sure, that have ramped up and were ready for the beginning of spring practice. Day one did not disappoint.
Hell of a start, though, man. Hell of a start, hell of a start, hell of a start. Let's work. Let's good. Let's do that.
Good job of keeping it hard tight.
Great to be back out here on the field with you guys. Love the energy. Let's keep building, keep getting better.
Columbia Craft Call-In Show, brought to you by Home Team Barbecue, proud host of the Columbia Craft Call-In Show.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy! James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2022 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Right now, lease a new 2022 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $259 a month for 36 months. Toyota. Let's go places.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
Each banner and every trophy are just symbols of the teammates, staff, and fans that give them their worth. And for us, that also means having Prisma Health on our team, with more locations, the latest clinical technology, and a team of experts I trust. It's hard to overstate their worth to our team and our state. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
Good hard work has earned Daniel Rodriguez the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the men's tennis team, Daniel is a psychology major with a 3.739 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Fires home.
Bouncer up the middle, and Wimmer knocks it down, throws to first. If he get, oh my gosh, what a play. What a play by Braylon Wimmer. I cannot believe he got that runner at first base.
That's your Sansbury Did You See That play. Braylon Wimmer with an absolute web gem for South Carolina to retire a would-be base hitter for the Texas Longhorns. Changing gears to our Terminix Pest Player of the Week. Connor Thompson was the man for the Carolina men's tennis team. They knocked off #1 Tennessee, and Thompson was the guy who got them over the hump. He was down 6-0 and 3-0. You don't come back from a deficit like that, but he did, and it helped the Gamecocks power their way to their first ever win on the road against a #1 ranked team in the country. Let's switch gears to track right now as Curtis Fry took his squad on the road to Birmingham for the NCAA Indoor National Championships, and the Gamecocks performed very well. All-American status achieved for high jumper Rachel Glenn, as well as Evan Miller in the men's 200, and the women's 4x4 team came through with an All-America performance yet again this year as well. Take a look at the fun that was had in Birmingham.
You are a special, unique group, and I appreciate you coming, and we got a chance at doing some extraordinary things.
I got more hardware for the collection. There's just gonna be even more outdoor. Let's make this happen.
Get out right now!
Congrats to the All-Americans from the Carolina Indoor Track and Field team. Coming back, and we're headed to the sand for some beach volleyball in just a moment. This is Gamecock Insider from Learfield.
There are lots of jobs out there, but I want a career.
There are lots of companies I could work for,
But here, we have purpose.
There's a lot of people I can work with.
But this feels like family.
Sure, there's some hard days.
But always support from amazing teammates.
Come join us.
We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
Each banner and every trophy are just symbols of the teammates, staff, and fans that give them their worth. And for us, that also means having Prisma Health on our team with more locations, the latest clinical technology, and a team of experts I trust. It's hard to overstate their worth to our team and our state. Prisma Health, official healthcare system, and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
We're back for more of Gamecock Insider. Time to head to the beach as Maritz's Sam volleyball team was back in action this past weekend, hosting the Gamecock Grand Slam. It featured a win over a nationally ranked Pepperdine team for the Gamecocks. 3 wins in total on the weekend, and we were there to catch all of it. Congratulations, ladies. That's a great way to represent and defend the home sand, I guess one would say. Let's head back to the Diamond. Gamecock baseball midweek affair with Gardner-Webb trying to take the momentum forward from the series win over the Texas Longhorns. And once again, the Bats were active at Founders Park.
Midweek day. Let's go win, baby. Come on.
Come on. Yeah!
His second home run of the season on the first pitch of the first inning. 2 innings, 2 leadoff home runs.
He struck him out.
Gamecocks win easily over Gardner-Webb 12-0 tonight.
Gamecock fans, play 3 points the hard way. Brought to you by Hardee's. If the women's basketball team makes 3 3-pointers in a game, you can score a free sausage biscuit at Hardee's the following day during breakfast hours. Once we hit our 3 3-pointers, stop by your favorite Hardee's, show them the coupon in the Gamecock app, and bam, a free biscuit. Get your biscuit at participating Columbia and Spartanburg area Hardee's. Feed your happy and order ahead at hardees.com.
And
And when the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
There are lots of jobs out there, but I want a career.
There are lots of companies I could work for,
But here, we have purpose.
There's a lot of people I can work with.
But this feels like family.
Sure, there's some hard days,
but always support from amazing teammates.
Come join us.
We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
We are back to wrap things up on this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. Time for our On the Road segment. It's brought to you by our friends at Toyota. The Carolina softball team, as you watch this program, likely they are already on the road. They are playing at Auburn, and that series wraps around until Monday. Meanwhile, the Gamecock baseball team heads down to Charleston on Tuesday for their annual battle at Riley Park with the Citadel Bulldogs. Always a fun time there and a great chance to get those low country Gamecocks a chance to see their team in person. That's On the Road. It's brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. That'll wrap things up for us on this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Gamecock Sports Network. This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of South Carolina. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of South Carolina and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of South Carolina.